As negotiators try to pin down a ceasefire and hostage release deal, the Zatma family in Rafah are among those mourning the death of loved ones after an Israeli strike hit their home. In the past 24 hours, around 100 Palestinians have been killed and over 170 injured. The death toll in Gaza is expected to pass 30,000 in the next couple of days, many of those children.
This happened while we were still preparing and placing our food on the table and sitting to break our fast. Then I don't know how everything happened. We don't know anything. 3 floors completely destroyed. Everything was demolished. You wouldn't know where to go or who to get out or where they are. There are people still under the rubble.
Our correspondent Noor Harazin has the latest from Rafah.
Israel carried several attacks on the Gaza Strip from its north to its south, and in some highlights here, beginning here in Rafah, the Zatma family home was targeted, as you mentioned before. This home actually is located just around 300 meters away from my current location. This home is just next to the Al-Kuwaiti hospital, which is located inside the Al-Shabura refugee camp, and this is such a densely populated area, and it was mentioned several times repeatedly by the Israeli army as a green area where Palestinians should be evacuating to the Al-Shabura refugee camp. However, yes, an Israeli airstrike hit the Zatma family home. 8 people were killed while dozens were injured, and until now, around 16 hours after the attack, actually paramedics and civil forces are still trying to evacuate.
Meanwhile, tensions are simmering on Israel's northern border. The IDF has carried out its deepest strikes into Lebanese territory since the outbreak of hostilities with Hezbollah, prompting retaliatory strikes. CGTN's Zara Eldazi is in Beirut.
Hezbollah confirmed on Tuesday that it attacked the Miran airbase in northern Israel in a second response to the Israeli airstrike that hit Budai town near Baalbek city in the Bekaa Valley, killing 2 members of the Lebanese group. It is the latest in tit-for-tat attacks by the 2 forces. On Monday, Hezbollah attacked Israel's Golan Division headquarters with 60 Katyusha missiles, and Israel launched a drone attack on a car near Tyre city, assassinating one of the Hezbollah commanders. Earlier on Tuesday, Israeli forces carried out multiple attacks on villages and towns in southern Lebanon, including Jibshit and Bisariya near Sidon. Since October 8th, the confrontations on the Lebanon-Israel border have been escalating gradually. The Lebanese government has yet to respond to a French proposal regarding security arrangements between Lebanon and Israel, which was brought to Beirut earlier this month by French Foreign Minister Stéphane Séjourné. Lebanon's foreign minister says a response will be given next week and will require the full implementation of UN Security Council Resolution 1701, which calls for the full cessation of hostilities, the deployment of the Lebanese army to southern Lebanon, and parallel withdrawal of Israeli forces behind the blue line, which divides Lebanon, Israel, and the Golan Heights. Zahra Derzi, CGTN, Beirut.